Hello, Mr. Because yo soy Rebelle, and we're back with another episode of Major and Minor Mobile Edition. Where we last left off, we were on a train heading to Tokyo, Japan, and we met a new friend of, I think, would we consider him our friend? I don't know. We were given the power of God! For some reason. I don't know why. So let's see how it goes! I was immediately shot back into my own reality. Or at least, the reality I was comfortable with. But now I know one thing for sure. That really happened. The Ark wasn't just a dream. He actually gave me some sort of power. I have no idea what to think right now. The confusion inside me intensifies. It's like millions of voices are fighting in my head, trying to make sense of everything that happened. Hey! I forget your voice. Hey! Are you coming? Hila stands before me, his luggage in tow. I notice that I'm also standing up. It appears that my body has moved on its own, almost like something momentarily took over. Did I say something wrong? Gosh, I need to watch my mouth. I tell him he did nothing wrong. I let him know I was lost in my own train of thought. I get it, 'cause we're on a train. He seems to giggle, as if this was a pun. I decided to take the credit for it, perhaps in an attempt to ease my inner turmoil. At least he waited for me, for I'd be clueless right now. That's the last thing I'd want to be. Alone and confused in Tokyo. Bad combination. That's a bad combination for anywhere in the world that you do not recognize or don't know. I apologize for the delay as we exited the train. Fright looms over me for the rest of the day. Whatever happened tonight would change everything. Earlier that day, in the courtrooms of Terra, a planet far from Earth, yet closer than was known to Annie. Why are we in a courtroom? God damn it, another... Ladies and gentlemen, without any further delay, I present to you Lord Pilar, your current leader in the race for mayor, and with that, your future king. I've been his humble servant for years, and through that, he will bring Terra to an age of prosperity. Come now, Rylan, you're embarrassing me. I'd rather speak for myself. I'm flattered, but they need to hear me. I shall speak of this prosperity on my own. This is something every Terran must hear. Under our current king, we are doomed. Forgive me, Lord Pilar. I did not mean to embarrass you. Not in front of all these people. I mean you no quarrel, Riley. Have a seat. I'll call you as needed. Yes, my lord. Allow me to ask you all a question. You do not need to just ponder on it as food for thought. If I may paint an image in your minds. You have a starving family. Your only desire is to feed them. You work harder than you ever have before. But you only have enough food to feed half. The rest of your family will simply starve. Though before you can eat, there's a knock. A violent raping on the door of your home. You learn that it's someone new to Terra. They fled the destruction of their home. All they want is a new life on our soil. They beg for your food, almost dying. But if you feed them, your family suffers. In this case, charity is a curse. They live, and your family may die. So what would you do? Would you help the stranger? Even if it goes on to hurt your family? I believe I know what your answer is. Why would I let my family die? Why would I give a stranger my food? I do not blame you if this is your answer. You work so hard for the sustenance. Why are you expected to just give it away? Why is Terra expected to give it anyway? This is the portrait painted of our world. A place to be taken advantage of. Used. We can barely sustain ourselves. Yet we need to care for the immigrants. Your current king is making fatal mistakes. He gives everything away, freely. And he calls himself the Immortal King. If he truly lived for several millennia, well, you'd think he'd have common sense. Something Terra have been lacking as of late. Every immigrant we accept, there's another stroke on our canvas. One that paints us as lax and lazy. The more we accept into our world, the more we condemn ourselves to accept. This is the power that the word of mouth. At this rate, we will all die. Regardless of our origin, we will starve. I wanted a strict immigration law, but even this would not help us. You do not allow a disease to run rampant. We need to cure this blight permanently. Is he like the Donald Trump of furries? Trump's a furry, confirmed. A vote for Pile will give us servants. A disconnect from all the other worlds. No longer will they be able to use. If elected, I will devote my life to this. I will ensure Terra's independence. And our base right to live fulfilling lives. Only then will we be free from immigration. Only then will our resources be our own. I really feel like he's the Donald Trump of furries. I don't know, it just gives off a strong vibe. That is all. Will there be any questions? I got real quiet for a minute.
I have a question for you, Lord Blair. If you're accepting, of course.
Please speak, my child.
My name is Kaylin. Please refrain from calling me child. I'm not one of your blind followers.
No, I'm not a furry. But she's goddamn gorgeous. She's too gorgeous to be one of his followers. Wouldn't want a gorgeous one like that to be one of Trump's followers. Of furries.
The real problem lies with your greed. You're a noble. You have so much. Why do you hoard and say we run short?
What?
If people like you learn to share, well, we all be leading happy lives. You're a single man, yet I've seen some inside reports. You hoard enough food to feed dozens.
Inside reports.
Wouldn't it be more fitting to share? The supply is there, Lord Blair. Your campaign is based on a lie. And why do you have so much food? You don't look that round to me. This is why Lord Velasquez wants a site. Not on everybody, just the rich. So I don't think you care about our food. Or any resources for that matter. You only care about removing foreigners. So my question is, what is the true reason you seek severance?
God damn. Burn, bitch! You got roasted! What gives you the right to say this? You're speaking to your future king.
Future king? Don't make me laugh. You're avoiding the question.
Where is your proof? Accusations require evidence, Kaylin. Something I'm sure you don't have. I laugh at the notion that I'm hoarding. Especially enough to feed dozens of people. I know the importance of giving. I would never keep that while others starve.
Really? You fooled me. That story you just told everyone? It was about not sharing and giving. I asked you why you seek severance, and you go and get this defense? Your hatred speaks volumes, Lord Blair. There's no need to discriminate here. Everyone deserves food and shelter, not just those native to Terra.
Damn! Son? I seek severance to be independent. I only want to share amongst our own. I don't want a reputation of charity. I want Terra to thrive on its own. If we keep giving things away, we only give off a bad image of ourselves.
Well, even if you did achieve severance, we'd still be full of immigrants. Not only that, but their descendants too. How does this make you feel?
Simple. We establish a new Terra. Once we are served, we'd all be natives. We unite as one self-sustaining world.
Funny you should bring that up now. Rebranding our entire world? You'd think that'd be part of your campaign? Typical politician. Making things up. Turning all negatives into positives. I'll give you credit, but I'm not fooled.
You go, girl! Yeah, kick him in his place! Hell yeah! Yeah, I want to see a cat, dog, wolf, tiger fight. Yeah!
I ask again for proof, child.
Fine. Your servant Kaboo has all of it. He provided a peculiar shipping manifest. It should be all that we need to prove this.
What?
And the evidence substantiates his claim. Claims of hearing immigrant hate speech, a nightly pastime of yours it seems. I'll let him handle it from here.
I can confirm all that Kalen said.
Kaboo, you traitor! What have I done to deserve this?
At first, I thought Blair was my friend. I know I'm not from Terra, but he made me feel wanted, like a son. But he started to hate immigrants so much, I realized more that I was only being used. He just wanted a cheap servant. And now recently, he's been hoarding food, creating nothing but an artificial storage. One he can conveniently blame on immigrants, and one that he can use as a cover. He conveniently hides his hatred, while supporting his campaign for mayor. The problem isn't those coming to Terra, it's the greed of those that live in it. Our immortal king speaks the truth. The thief on the upper class, yes, then everyone would be fed. Vote for Velasquez's continued reign.
You know you speak lies. Why are you doing this, Kaboo?
Please look at the shipping manifest. I will place it here for all to see, that you may know Blair's true nature. Remember, he owns a lot of land on Terra. This is but one of many instances. I'm positive he hoards at his other homes.
This dude got more than one home? What, a mansion ain't good enough for your rich bitch ass?
Forged! The evidence is forged. Do not trust such infantile accusations. It was likely created by Velasquez. Riley, have a word with the people. Ensure they realize Kaboo's deceit. And guards, please detain those two men.
We noticed that there aren't many people standing around. The initial rush must have already subsided. At least Keela waited for me. How long was I out? You passed out? Wait, what? I wasn't paying attention. Did I pass out?
Well, I guess this is it, huh? I kind of pictured a grander entrance, but there's really nobody here. Oh well, I should have expected less. That way you don't get disappointed. It's better than getting your hopes up.
That was sure an odd way of looking at things. Of course, nothing about Kayla was normal. Hey, pull out your phone. We should exchange numbers, just in case. I'll be in touch at the maid cafes. I read up on some really cool ones. No, take me! I want to go. Please. My chauffeur person can wait. Please, I want to go to the maid cafes. Ah! He pulls out his phone and awaits my information. I pull the phone out of my pocket and do the same. Please give me directions to the maid cafe. Take me with you. After a few moments pass, we exchange our digits. Digits. You got Kayla's contact information. Thanks. It was nice to meet you. I'm always glad to make a new friend. He starts to scurry away. I hope he's a texter. I hate getting phone calls. It seems so weird. Our generation is definitely hooked on text messaging. I wonder where I'm supposed to go. Rook never gave me detailed information. I expected he'd be right there when I got off. But I don't see him at all, actually. I quickly turn a corner and bump into a helpless woman. Oh my god. I'm not a furry. Not a furry. But goddamn, just not a furry. Just shut up, I'm not a furry. Don't be putting this down in your ship or weird stuff. I'm not a furry.
Hey, watch where you're going, will you?
I step back and immediately apologize. I tell her I was just looking for my friend, Rook. I explain the fact that I'm a foreigner, and...
Foreigner? Oh, so am I. But I'm no Concrete. You should probably tell your friend to meet you in the atrium.
She points towards a large open area. I guess that's a good enough landmark. I thank her and start to follow her direction. Before I can get too far, a hand grips my shoulder. Oh no. Could it be that man again? Please, just give me some peace and quiet today.
Are you so lonely that you've taken up talking to yourself? That's weird.
I'm extremely relieved. For a moment, I thought it might have been that man again. But no. This must be Rook. What does he mean by talking to myself?
Whatever. I'm glad you're here. The PA speakers mentioned possible delays. And that's not something I can tolerate. We're on a strict schedule. Strict.
He starts typing away on his tablet.
Strict. Adjective. Acting in close conformity to requirements or principles. Ever heard of that word before?
Wow. And I thought Kilo was a character. Although, I guess I would be a little upset if he was boring. No one likes to stick in the mud.
So, where's the other one?
I was confused. I wasn't quite sure what he meant. I asked him for clarification.
The other contest went on me. You were supposed to be together.
Wait. What?
Insufferable. I hate being lied to. Drop the act. Seriously, where is he?
I tell him I have no idea what he's talking about. I didn't meet anyone on the train except for Keela. Wait. Could that mean... No way. Out of the shadows, someone shuffles towards us. Hey!
Hey, you two. You were watching us? That's exceedingly creepy. What a group. We have ourselves a stalker. And someone who talks to themselves, too.
I really don't get what he means. I was clearly getting directions from that woman. Oh shit, we're daydreaming now. God damn it. What are these powers you gave me? Thank you! For bringing me pretty woman. I'm not a furry. Not a furry. I wasn't watching you. I was just shy. And hold on a second. You're the other contest winner? He really emphasizes the word "your." I'm unsure if I should take offense to this or not. Although, now I'm glad I didn't break the NDA. Rook would have found out for sure. I guess I should have expected it. Both on the same train. Both English speakers. It adds up. Well, either way, I hate to say, I'm really glad it is you. I feel like we got along on the train. Even if it was only for a few minutes. We can go to the maid cafe for sure now. Fuck yeah! We'll be spending so much time together. Isn't that cool? I'm ecstatic. Would you like to save your game? Okay. I'm sorry. That's all the time I have for this episode, but I seriously want to go to the maid cafe! Ugh! I'd like to thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy. And I'll catch you on the next one. Hasta la vista, baby.